Okay, for starters, this is kind of an ad lib video here that we're inventing as we go along. So I hope we do a good job here. This is an Aston Martin Vanquish steering wheel that has a typical problem where the horn button pads on the top here have a tendency to just break away and fall out. The primary problem with these is related specifically to the following. These little horn pads on the inside here have on them, let's see, the male
this one. This one has it.
Yeah, okay, this one already has it on it. It has a collar. You get it close up, okay? Has a collar on it that's similar to this, and the base plate has male little devil-tailed prongs that slide up into these. And the problem is that these grabbers break out in the thin plastic in these intersecting tubes. So what we have done is replaced what it was originally a spring-loaded contact mechanism with a more modern and substantial push-button momentary contact switch. This takes care of all of the plastic deterioration problems in these original units. So we've also devised a way to do this without ever removing this portion of the switch, which I am going to remove for you here now to give you an indication of how it works. It is actually glued to a flap of leather here, and as well, the entire switch body is glued into the base with a couple of locator pins. Now what we've devised is a way to leave this in and actually remove the two contacts and spring. I drop the spring down here. So the original contacts and springs, actually this one can be removed quite easily by unplugging it from the, get close up there, unplugging it from the gang plug out of here, which is just little 1/4-inch female spade lugs. I'm going to put it back in here for just a second to show you how we managed to devise a repair without removing the glue from this unit. If I can get it stuck in here. Okay, so going back to the picture here, the original equipment switch contact is in the base of this assembly, and we're going to cut it out and remove it. Well, that's all right. We're going to cut it out and remove it using a very simple piece of bronze tubing that we've cut a variegated teeth into that is perfect for cutting plastic. We actually remove the spring, remove the upper contact. The lower contact is still in there. Again, on the photo here, it's being retained by a plastic unit in the bottom. So watch this. I have a cross. I just made, in order to make it easier to operate here, we'll put a little cross on it like this. But we're going to put this in here while it's still glued in place. Put some down, get it around the 4 locking tabs, which again, the picture here shows here how this slides into these 4 locking tabs perfectly. And then with a couple of twists, we're able to actually spin it and cut out, what I'm going to pull out right now, the little base pad. As we can see, this perfectly cuts out the 4 little molded in pieces that held it in place in the bottom of the unit. Now I'm going to take it out just to show you that this actually went down in between the tabs. We're still retaining the tabs. Now, even if these tabs are broken off, they still have value to us, even 1 or 2 tabs. So now we cut out the internal piece while it was in place, and it's just cut it out there. But we don't want to go further because there is a tiny lip around the bottom of this that, so as soon as this is cut out, we take it out, but we leave that bottom lip in because it is going to provide a base for a very special piece of plastic that is internally threaded and accepts our switch. And this slides into this assembly. See, this is the original, isn't it? Yes. From the outside and goes in.
Is it only goes in one way? Is it the correct way?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
There's no threads on the bottom.
All right. There is a correct direction to put it in, which will become obvious later. And it slides in and it actually snaps into place around those original retainer clips. And it doesn't matter if there's 1 or 4 retainer clips, it still is adequate for holding it in under these conditions. And then we screw in the base. Now, it's likely that we'll be supplying this as a complete assembled unit so that when you slide it in, you won't even have to worry about threading it in later. The unit will come as an assembly. There's the recess cut so that this can slide up in there further. And it also comes with an adapter on the top so that the red push button here will fit appropriately into the back side of our
there's a completed one right
unit.
here.
Okay. Oh, there's the completed one. Thank you. All right. So to do both of them, you know, you'll have a kit that has both items in it and pre-wired, so that they can just be threaded through the assembly and plugged directly into the gang harness. So let's see. The advantages of this is that it can be all done in the steering wheel without removing the glued-in item, as we have here. And let's see. This, well, of course, I already installed this, but as an installed assembly, it'll come and the wires will come down and plug into the gang harness on either side. So what am I forgetting, Matt?
You got cutting off the top.
Oh yeah, this is important to know. Okay, so in order to get total movement on our plunger assembly here, we had to get rid of the broken portion inside the original switch assembly. Now, did we have that one that had the
it's here somewhere. It's over there.
Oh, this is it. Okay. So here's the trick. We do have to shorten this plastic by removing what was originally this slotted assembly right here at this green line like that. And what we've done is we've taken a Dremel tool with a saw, and I'm just going to, because this is previously cut off, we just have it stuck on there. You can see that this entire assembly comes cut off with a rotating Dremel tool. We discard this piece, which is the upper piece just above the green line there. And now this is ready to accept the tip of our switch assembly. And here we go. Beep, 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 beep. After assembling it, it's in there relatively firm, but we're suggesting taking a piece of a little drop of E3000 adhesive after everything is fit and modeled, so that it will fit right back into the installed assembly. Now, there's a left and a right here, isn't there? Have I got the correct one here?
Well, yours, the original one has a piece in it already. The one that you made.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great. So this is installed up to this. It's this one?
Yeah.
Oh, this one already has the red collar on it. Excuse me.
Because on the first one that you did, it has the collar already attached into here, so it doesn't need that black piece.
Oh, I understand that. I just don't know if I'm looking at left or right here. I think that is the correct side, isn't it?
Yes, so that goes on that side, but it's not going to attach because
Right.
of that.
Right. Well, bingo. We just take this off, and now beep installed. So again, a little drop of adhesive in there will allow us to put this in place, and the outer skirt of this goes over the leather. So there we go. We'll likely make a better video later because this is a dry run, but let's see how that works out. Thank you.